the females that I used to know. Sorry that your boy had to come and go, but I still got love for you and you and you and you and you.
This is your Lunchtime Lesson with King Mason, and we are still talking about family opinions aside. It's all about me. Let's talk about career today. A lot of families can be judgmental of your career choices, of what you want to be. And I say this, if you want to go to Clown University, go to Clown University. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to be this, well, everybody got to be a doctor or a lawyer or psychologist or what we deem as credible careers. I can have a sensible apartment and be happy and live my life that way. Your thoughts?
I think recent times has taught us that there isn't a stable career. People look at us as artists and say, well, you don't have a building to go to. You don't have anyone paying into your social security. You're not getting a 401k. You don't have all these things that are guaranteed. But what are they doing with the social security that we all have been paying into? It turns out that you actually need the ingenuity that artists have had to have for years just to survive.
Right.
And how many people do you know, they are working a 9-to-5, or they are that lawyer, or they are that doctor, but they have side hustles.
Right.
And sometimes it's not just to keep up with the lifestyle that they've chosen for themselves, but sometimes it's just because they are still trying to make ends meet. So again, if you're making decisions based on finances, it's like, yeah, I understand you have to, but at the same time, it's just kind of one of those things where if you're not happy.
But I think it's also a traditional thing too, because people say you need to go to college, but the same people who graduated from college that are in debt want you to become more in debt like they are. And I'm not a fan of that, because I got a scholarship to Texas Southern. TSU, we love you. And I left after 2 years, and I went overseas and traveled, and I really haven't done corporate America, and I think I'm doing okay.
Right.
It's just one of those things. You have to have a hustle, and then you have to love what you do. Because I'd say this, the D still gets the degree. It's some D doctors out there, it's some D lawyers out there that ain't doing a good job.
That's true.
So.
And I also would say that I think American value and American perspective on education is just horrible. Because I love education. I love being in a place where I have access to libraries and where I have access to people that are paid to give me their knowledge, and I'm paid to exercise that. But we've limited education. Education is just about getting a higher dollar. But really, education should be about exposure to languages you don't know, exposure to skill sets that you want to acquire, exposure to philosophies, exposure to things outside of your norm.
Right.
And it should be a place where if you know nothing, you can learn something. And it's not built that way. It's really built to expound upon what you already have. And I think if the American education system would just turn around, we could have a different perspective with that as well.
Family is not all about you. I'm going to Clown University. So for more relationship advice, please buy my book at mebeforewe.tv. And this has been your Lunchtime Lesson.